Along with a growing number of infections, the coronavirus is spreading fear and discrimination against Asian Americans. Restaurants and other businesses in cities from New York to California have reported big drops in sales. We're also learning about reports of racist incidents at hotels and bullying of Asian American students. Weijia Zhang visited a struggling Chinese restaurant in New York City. Weijia, what did you learn?
Oh, good morning, Anthony. It is clear that Asian Americans are facing discrimination over a disease that does not discriminate. The CDC says Asians are not more likely to contract or spread coronavirus than anyone else. Politicians are now working to combat racism, but one restaurant owner we spoke to said the damage is done. How has coronavirus impacted your business?
Tremendous.
Ken Lam's family has owned a popular New York City dim sum restaurant for more than 4 decades. You've been through SARS, you've been through swine flu.
Yes.
Is coronavirus different when it comes to business?
Yes. And when you talk about swine flu and H1N1, we didn't feel anything at all.
Lam says he's lost $1.5 million and business is down around 50%. What do you think the reason is?
The reason is because Chinese started the coronavirus, but they're just scared to get infected by Chinese people.
And they think Chinese people
Has
are at a Chinese restaurant.
Yes, yes.
And it's not just at restaurants.
You haven't heard of the coronavirus?
So what does that have to do with us?
Last month, a man posted videos on Facebook that appear to show employees at 2 hotels in Indiana turning him away.
So no Asians to stay here. Why is that? Because of virus.
CBS News reached out to the alleged victim but did not hear back. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, which owns both hotels, said in a statement they are deeply troubled by these incidents as they are not reflective of our values or our expectations of franchisees, and they're treating this matter seriously. The racism has also surfaced in classrooms. In Madison, Wisconsin, school officials say there's been comments made toward Asian students, and they're working to stop those responsible.
And really seizing that moment to educate that student so they, understand that their words have meaning and can be hurtful.
It's not just in the U.S. Asians around the world have reported discrimination linked to coronavirus.
He shouted, I don't want your coronavirus in my country.
Jonathan Mock is a student from Singapore studying in London. He told the BBC he was walking down the street last week when 4 people attacked him.
It's such a serious problem that has plagued us for a very long time.
There's also been apparent attacks in New York City, posted on social media.
Yo. I want him under me. Tell him to move.
Peter Koo is a councilman in Flushing, Queens, a predominantly Asian neighborhood.
Asian Americans are just like other Americans. We are all susceptible to virus.
In other major cities across the country, politicians have tried to combat racism and misinformation.
There's been a lot of xenophobia against folks who are part of our Asian community.
Showing support at rallies and by dining in restaurants. But Lam worries the road to recovery is a long one. It sounds like corona is crippling businesses. It's crippling communities.
It is.
Do you think the damage is done?
The damage is already done. It's already done.
Lam told us business continues to drop every day, and he doesn't think they have seen the worst of it yet.
All right, that's enough from this video. All right. Barak Sayahu, Barak Sayahushay, Barak Sayahu, Barak Sayahushay, Barak Sayahu, Barak Sayahushay. I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kadash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God. And Yahushai is the true name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I would like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well for preaching the 100% truth in season and out of season, according to the Most High's will, the correct doctrine, giving up their bodies as a living sacrifice for the Most High's sake, which is their reasonable service. All right. Double honor goes out to you. All right. I'd like to say shalom to the elect of the nation Israel. All right. Starting off with the 144,000 prophets, the house of David, and as well as the 1/3 who will receive salvation around the globe. All right. The nation of Israel are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right. As well as you Israelite foreigners who may not look like a typical black, Hispanic, or Native American, but through the seed, all right, of your forefathers, all right, your lineage goes back to an Israelite man, and your spirit bears witness that you are an Israelite. So it's evidence, it's proof, because you can accept this 100% word, the true gospel, all right, which comes out of Great Millstone, all right, and you fit the curses of Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter, okay. You're drawn to this word, all right, no doubt about it, okay. It resonates with your spirit, okay. I would like to give more praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Kakadash, for allowing me to do another video through the Holy Spirit, all right. And this video is about how these Asian Americans, okay, are facing, all right, racism, okay, and increased, all right, in racism, okay, due to what? The coronavirus, okay, and all this is brewing up, all right, race right tension, okay, divisions, all right, people being for their own people, okay, ultimately, okay, for a major race riot, okay, that's about come to America, okay, because race riots are prophesied in the Bible, okay, the Bible's a real book, all right, the things that are written in the Bible, okay, okay, are not fake. It's not a fairy tale, okay, like a lot of the world thinks, okay. The Bible is a book of prophecy, okay, and our race rights, okay, are part of prophecy, okay, are part of prophecy, Salakia, okay. And these Asian Americans facing racism, all right, it's just the Most High putting the spirit, all right, for these Asian Americans, all right, to start realizing, right, that they have enemies, okay, and that the Most High is putting the spirit for these Asians, all right, which are Moab, Ammon, okay, to start preparing for a race riot, okay. I'm about to show that in my other video, okay, about how these Asian Americans are start buying guns, okay, so they can feel protected, okay, but nothing's gonna protect you. No gun's gonna protect you Moabites and you Ammonites, all right, because wrath's coming to you, okay. The Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, who the world calls God, okay, is a so-called black man, right, and he's not for, right, you Moabites and you Ammonites, right, what you would call you Chinese, you Japanese, all right, he's not for you, okay, he's not the God of your people, okay. There can be Israelites who look like Asians, okay, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, etc., okay, but the spirit is going to bear witness that they are Israelite, okay. So let me go back, all right, to a certain clip in this video, all right, right here, okay.
There's also been apparent attacks in New
So you see right here, this is a so-called black man, all right,
York City, posted on social
okay, and it's showing, all right, and he's fighting, okay,
media.
and this is a so-called black man, all right, showing discrimination to what looks like a Asian American, okay. Could be a Moabite, it could be a Moabite, which is a Chinese, okay, Ammonite, which is Japanese, okay. But the Most High is putting the spirit, all right, for his people, all right, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all right, to be against, all right, Asian Americans, okay, right, due to this coronavirus, all right, and it's just raising tensions of people being for their own people, okay. These Asian Americans, all right, A lot of them, all right, could have grown up in America, okay, and they're under this American philosophy, all right. Everyone's equal, okay. Then everyone's pointing at them for having the coronavirus, okay. Now they're getting more heated up, realizing they have enemies, all right. Who cares about these other nations, okay? And then you got the Most High's people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all right, being against, all right, Asian Americans, okay. So race riots are coming, all right. People fighting against another people, all right. Major, all right. It's not gonna be no little squabble, okay. Because that's what the Most High wants for his movie, right? Because what you call life is the Most High's movie, okay. And there's a script, which is the Bible, okay. Not everybody can understand the script. He's not given the secrets of the script, okay. Only selected Israelite men, all right. The prophets, okay. The house of David, all right.
Peter Koo is a councilman in.
All right, so my next video is going to show more of that recent clip, all right, of that so-called black man talking right to that Asian American, okay.
The coronavirus is impacting communities across the globe, but here at home, it's also leading to some disturbing occurrences. Many in our Asian American neighborhoods are reporting that foot traffic is down and business has slowed to a halt. Even more troubling, we are seeing a disturbing rise in hate-filled attacks. This has now led some to worry about how to defend themselves, and gun sales.
You see, now Asian Americans are buying guns, all right, and that's a thing that these Edomites do. These Edomites are you so-called Caucasians, all right, what this world called white people, all right. They're all about buying guns, getting ready for race riots, going to the gun range, all right. Now these Moabites and Ammonites are doing it, okay. So all praise to the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, for this coronavirus that the Most High sent, all right, as a plague, all right, as just the beginning stages, okay. This is just a test for quarantines, for National Guard being deployed. All right, it's just the Most High's beginning stages. Nothing happened yet. All right, but the Most High's gonna keep bringing down that domino effect. All right, of more plagues and more severe, distress and distress and sorrow that's gonna be sent, right, to America and other parts of the globe, right, but America chiefly, right.
Are actually up in certain neighborhoods. Our Kira Phillips has this report.
It's disturbing and disheartening.
If you are from China, I'm surprised they even let you over here.
We're talking about racially motivated crimes inspired by fear over the coronavirus.
No, I'm gonna share it to my family.
As COVID-19 spreads across the United States, so does an alarming rise in hate crimes within Asian American communities.
Why did they do that to this car? God, my heart just sunk.
This car vandalized.
You see, and the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai is now putting slowly putting the sorrow, okay, that usually blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans go through, all right, because we're the cursed people, all right, we're the Israelites, okay. Now he's just putting the curses slowly on these different heathen nations, all right, letting them see how it feels, all right, to face discrimination, all right. But it's only going to get worse for these other heathen nations, all right. It's only going to get worse, okay, because the Most High is not dealing with you, all right. He's dealing with his chosen people, all right. So after he's done dealing with his chosen people, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, he saves the remnant, all right, the chosen, and he destroys the wicked, 2/3 of the nation Israel, all right. Then he's going to get on you heathens, all right? And the Most High doesn't deal with you. You heathens are less than nothing, okay? And that's from the scriptures, okay? So if he sees you as less than nothing, how do you think he's going to deal with you, all right? Utter wrath, man. Complete wrath.
In California, the language too disturbing to show you, and the Chandy family is devastated. Anna, in tears, forced to explain to her child what the racial slurs mean.
Why are they being racist to us? We don't even have the coronavirus.
And then there's this video, posted to Facebook, now part of an NYPD hate crime investigation.
So move. Move.
The video, horrifying. An Asian American minding his own business as a total stranger berates him before spraying him with Febreze.
You see how this so-called black man, all right, which is an Israelite, okay, is showing hate, all right, to these Asians, all right. The spirits rising for Jake, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all right. The wicked of them, all right, 2/3, okay, to be in a race right spirit, okay, to be in a I'm for myself, survival of the fittest spirit, okay. And since this coronavirus has been spreading, all right, okay, Jake has been on that survival of the fittest, okay, spirit, okay. There was a couple Jakes at my work, all right, talking about this, all right, survival of the fittest, okay. So, all right, everyone's gonna realize that, okay, not everyone's the same people, okay. They're gonna realize that soon, all right, and start dividing into factions, okay, being for their team, okay. The Most High is gonna raise a spirit on these evil, wicked blacks, Hispanics, Native American men, all right, to just go and be just rage out, okay, just to rage out, okay.
New York City's transit department now calling this incident racist. The CDC also weighing in now, saying that being of Asian descent does not increase the chance of getting or spreading COVID-19.
So I'm bringing this and I'm bringing everything that they bring to our country, you feel me? And that's a pandemic.
But many Asian Americans are increasingly reporting that they're being singled out.
If you're from China, I need to know.
In videos filled with misinformation being shared on social media, on the street, and in schools. Dylan Mariano's family says their son was discriminated against by a teacher who claims he mistook coughing as a sign that the 13-year-old had COVID-19. Dylan says he was coughing because he was choking on water.
This was the first time that I've ever felt I was being treated differently for being Asian.
Dylan and his family saying other non-Asian students in his class don't face the same type of treatment. The school district not responding to our requests for comment.
He actually said to me, he goes, all the other students who are coughing, they don't get sent out, but they're not Asian.
Mixed messaging not helpful as certain politicians, like House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, one of several House conservatives, calling COVID-19 a Chinese or Wuhan coronavirus. Now, Asian community advocates around the country are speaking out.
I think this is kind of unprecedented. This is not just affecting Chinatown here, it's affecting Chinatown in North America and globally.
From foot traffic to small businesses, Chinatowns and Asian American communities across the country severely impacted in the face of COVID-19.
I think there's a great deal of misplaced fear directed at the Asian community, which is very, very unfortunate because this disease is not ethnic centric.
For 40 years, Jing Fong has been an institution in New York. Now, the largest restaurant in Chinatown is closing down temporarily in the middle of the week.
If this continues for another 2 months, we don't know if we're going to remain open anymore.
With a staff of 180 employees, Jing Fong is seeking ways to keep the lights on.
On a busy holiday, about 75% tourists. On a normal, Chinese year, it's maybe 25% tourists. But now we get 0 tourists.
Temporary closures and steep discounts hitting these restaurants hard, and business owners trying to figure out how they'll make ends meet.
呢個絕對係我哋最重要嘅問題就係咁樣，開又死，唔開又係死。
等係睇點死法，死唔死係咪病菌死咧，定還是係閂門冇生意死？
Local Chinese businesses are taking measures to mitigate panic and fight public perception.
People are very concerned. We understand their feelings, but actually it's hurting us too.
Fear of coronavirus impacting Los Angeles, California, too.
We just wanted to try our best to protect the customer and our employee.
The increased racial tension has also led to a rise in gun sales in parts of the country. Some Asian Americans feel unsafe, and they're beginning to arm themselves in response.
Well, last year we did with this company about $100,000, and year to date we already did like almost $70,000 sales.
Arcadia firearm and safety owner David Liu says business is booming.
This is like a sales for my purchase for last 4 months of 2019, and this is how much we have. Just this little binder, and this is what we have for this year, or this year.
And as people in times of crisis have turned to buying guns before, some Asian Americans are doubling down, fearing not only a spreading virus, but
You see, these Asian Americans are in fear. These Moabites and Ammonites, all right? But that's the spirit that they should be in, okay? Because utter chaos is about to break loose in America, all right? And no one, okay, only the elect of the nation Israel, all right, are going to make it out of it, okay, through trials, all right, being tested. But besides the elect, all right, the other people are just due for wrath, okay, because they're wicked. The Most High is not dealing with them, all right, because of their actions, all right. They reap what they sow, okay. What this world would like to call karma, all right.
also a rise in racism that's forcing them to take drastic measures.
Why did you decide to buy a gun right now?
For self-defense.
And Kira Phillips joins us now live from Washington's D.C.'s Chinatown. We saw the powerful and sadly hateful impact this virus is having on some people. How is it impacting businesses and people's general state of mind in that particular neighborhood?
Well, Lindsay, I'll tell you, here in Chinatown, in Washington, D.C., it's definitely not what I am used to as I've come through here throughout the years. Foot traffic definitely low. Even the Friendship Archway, the Chinese Friendship Archway behind me, not lit up like it usually is. I had a chance to talk with workers within the hotels here, the restaurants, all telling me that business is down. And I went into a little local Chinese gift shop, and I asked how business was there as well. And she said it hasn't been as good as normal. So I bought a hanging fortune from her, this one representing, thought it was pretty apropos, good health. And also, Lindsay, UNICEF, which defends children's rights around the world, came out with a statement today talking about this very issue, saying we remain on the ground working in affected communities to mitigate secondary impacts for children and push back against stigmatism. They also released an article today. They published a story, 5 ways to fight racism and xenophobia. Lindsay?
All right, that good health trinket, I think we all need that right about.
All right, so that's the point. And let's go to the scriptures. All right, so this, okay, are signs that will let, all right, a spiritual person realize, okay, that we're living in the last days, okay? The last days before the kingdom of heaven begins. The kingdom of heaven's for the Israelites, all right? So-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, all right? All right, we're living the last days before, okay? The Lord, who the world calls Jesus Christ, all right, would return, okay? And destroy, all right, America, okay, and save his people, all right? So this is signs that the Lord, Yahweh Shai, right, that's his real name, not Jesus Christ, okay? That the Lord Yahweh Shai gave to his disciples, okay? So they can know, all right, when he would return to bring the kingdom to Israel, all right? It's in Matthew 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? All right. It's not the whole world exploding. All right. It's not a comet hitting America. All right. It's the end of the age. All right. The end of the rulership of Edomites. All right. Of what these people, what you would call so-called Caucasians. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Now this is the point. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. All right. It says nation against nation. All right. According to the Bible, all right, there's 18 different nations, all right, of people, okay, that are living on this earth. Okay. The chosen nation is the nation of Israel. Yasharallah, 12 tribes. Okay. And the rest of these nations are heathens. Okay. So it says nation against nation. So what does that mean? All right. All these people, all right, just fighting against each other. All right. Chinese, Moabites against Edom. All right. Edom against, all right, Ishmael. All right. Which is Arabs. All right. Israel. Okay. Against, all right, Elam. Okay. Because America's the melting pot. All right. The melting pot of all these 18 nations. All right. When all these foreigners and different people come, all right, they try to pursue and come to America, all right, for that freedom, okay, that good American dream, all right. So all these 18 nations, all right, are going to go at each other, okay, and be utter chaos out in the streets, okay, and other parts of the globe, okay, riots, okay, fights breaking out, okay, and it's ultimately going to lead to World War III, all right, which is the real, all right, battles, okay. But race riots are just the prelims, okay? Like the pre-stages, okay? So it says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places, all right? So famines, all right? Pestilences, all right? So plagues and diseases. So it's the coronavirus, okay? So that's a sign we're living in the last days, all right? Kingdom against kingdom, right? That's major superpowers, governments against each other. World War III speculation is talked about, right, frequently. Okay. It says right here, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay. So this World War III talk is not going to lead to them just shaking hands, being agreed with each other. All right. It's going to lead to war, violence. All right. That's what it's going to lead to. Okay. It says earthquakes in diverse places. And there's, of course, many earthquakes that happen in diverse places. Okay, it says all going to keep continuing. It says right here in verse 8, all of these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is the beginning of the sorrows, all right? Beginning stages. Nothing really happened yet, all right? And a lot of people are in panic right now, okay? But things are going to increase real soon, all right? Second Ezra, all right, in the Apocrypha, chapter 15 and verse 16. It's like verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. And that's plain to the point. And one people shall stand up and fight against another. That's a race riot, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right? A man shall desire to go into a city. So you want to go into a city, man and woman, all right? To go into a city and shall not be able. That's martial law. Checkpoints, all right? Barricades, all right? Military forces are right out on the streets. Okay, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Okay, so people betraying people. All right, people looting people. All right, be crazy. All right, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So people are going to start doing things that they never thought they would be able to do in their life. Because what? They're going to be hungry, all right? It's going to be in chaos. They're going to start going to these primal instincts, okay? Cannibalism's coming, all right? Cannibalism is coming, all right? So through the Spirit, all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, all right, for more discrimination, all right, and racism towards, all right, these Moabites and Ammonites, all right, Asian Americans, all right. And of course, all right, not all people that you see, all right, with, you know, those squinty eyes, all right, pay, who look like a typical Asian, all right, is an actual Moabite and Ammonite, all right, because like I said, okay, there are Israelites who look like different heathen nations. You don't have to look like a typical so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American to be an Israelite. All right. It's about your spirit. All right. If you're drawn to this word, if you accept 100% truth. All right. And there's going to be a great awakening when a lot of Israelite foreigners come in who do not look like so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. All right. But for you true Moabites and Ammonites, all right, the Most High is waiting to get you, all right? And this little racism is nothing yet, all right? Extreme chaos is coming, all right? And these race rats are gonna pop out. The Most High is gonna have the wicked of his people, these wicked blacks, Hispanic, Native American men, all right, to just go on rage mode, all right? It's gonna be It's the Most High's movie. The Most High has to have it. All right. This is the climax. It has to just be utter chaos. All right. This is the climax of the Most High's movie before the kingdom of heaven. All right. So it's gonna be drama. All right. But of course, the elect, we're gonna be secure in all these times. We're not gonna be in a spirit of let me try to go fight and save my people. No, we're going to be in the spirit of the Most High protecting us, guiding us through, staying away from all this mess that's about to happen. All right? True protection. Why? Because we're fearing the Most High now. All right? We're following what he wants us to do. All right? Repenting, changing. All right? For the Most High's sake. All right? And ultimately, the gift of faith that the Most High gave us. All right? Which he gave only to Israelites. All right? So, Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash, utter peril and calamity to America, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.